Hello everyone and welcome to my home. This is Charlotte. I am doing this Tag Tuesday 1 week out because I don't know if I'm going to be in town this coming week or if I am going to be up in the mountains. So kind of wanted to be prepared, didn't want to leave you without a tag because so many of you are really enjoying this day. That makes me really happy. I am glad. So this is what I created. I got into the cards once again. These are from the Dollar Tree. Jumbo playing cards. And exactly what does that mean? These measure, well, Charlotte, it'd be nice if we could see. These measure 4 3/4 by 3 1/4. So they are big, but you don't need the big ones to do what we're doing today. I'd like to get through these jumbo cards, and that's why I'm trying to find projects to do with them. But I've had these forever, and this is perfect. I found these, would you believe it? When I had Jenna over here on, I think it was Saturday, and we were sewing. I went on a hunt, and I found them. I can't believe it. But yeah, and they were right in front of me, so that's the way it goes. And then a Tim Holtz chipboard piece. Aren't they cute? Yep, I think I only have one more of these black and white portraits to use, and then I will have exhausted the portraits. I still have the leaves and the other ephemera that goes with them, but then I did this one. This was the last of the beads I had for our birthday hop for Angel Dream Crafts Kim, and the bow is from her as well. Then we've got some Tim Holtz ephemera. But isn't it cute? Just, it's a cute tag, and I thought y'all might like to just come along, and we're going to create one. Let me talk to you a little bit about the cards. So this one I punched. Unfortunately, I could not get my punch in the center, and I didn't want to look for a die. I know I've got die cuts. I was lazy, guys, and I didn't want to do it. And I thought, does it matter? Really, you just have a thinner side, so if we're going to punch holes in this one, obviously we're going to use this side here. So that's where that came from, and then here is the little circle that went with that. And then, not to take up a whole lot of time on camera, what I did is I measured the card 1 inch at the bottom, took a pencil and made my mark, and then 1/2 inch on the side, and then I took a, what do you call those cutters? The blades. Oh my goodness. Well, you know, I took the blade. Where's the blade? One of these. What, I can't remember what you call this. Anyway, I took this and I cut it out. And you have to be precise, and then you have to, you know, mess up. You have to fix where you kind of maybe made a mistake, and I don't want to do all that on camera. If you don't have one of those cutters, then put a hole in the center and use your scissors and cut that way. But you can see, X-Acto knife, that's what it is, an X-Acto knife. And so then this is what I had, and you can see, even with an X-Acto knife, I don't get it anywhere near what it's supposed to be. But we're going to decoupage over here, so it just really doesn't even matter. And now that I say that, I'm going to have to, because I should have decoupaged one that's dried. Remember, I did that last week too when we did the napkins. So let me plug in my heat gun, because we're going to have to dry it, or we're going to be in some kind of trouble. So we're going to do the circle, and we're going to do this one. And we have backdrop paper, and I pulled. This is the last lady I have like that, and I'm so excited that I will have used all these up, and then I have these great portraits right here. And so I pulled several. I think I've got 3 or 4 guys, and I've got 2 ladies to choose from. Isn't she adorable? So yeah, but she is the last one, and that just makes me so happy, because I can say that I have used up something. And so yeah, I did it. So I'm going to get out some Collage Page, which is this. Y'all know I prefer that. I've got my Distress brush, and I've got some tissue paper. You can use any kind of tissue paper. Several years ago, I went into Amazon and I put in the search vintage paper, and this was one of the ones that came up. I think they still sell this. You get a lot of tissue for not a whole lot of money, guys. I mean, I will probably never ever use, see if I've got it. This is how it came. You can see I'm probably never going to use all this. If I were to put tissue paper on every project I ever made, I probably would still never use all that. So yep, Amazon. And if I remember, I will try to put the link below in my Amazon favorites. So, oh, you know what I forgot too? We have to sand this, because if we don't, this tissue paper is not going to stick. So I'm going to take my sanding disc, Tim Holtz sanding disc, and we're just going to go over to get this plastic coating off of here. Only takes a minute, and it's worth it, because I've tried to decoupage on the cards before. We don't have to worry about the back because we're not doing anything with the back. But, and then when the decoupage dries, you can peel it just right off. So it just, I have never had luck. It does not stick. But if you have, let me know. Probably if you're using vintage playing cards, not an issue. You don't have to do this, because they don't have that plastic on them. And I don't really mind if I can't see that this is a playing card. It's kind of cool when you can see, because otherwise, why use it? Why not just use a piece of paper and save your card? But I'm not going to worry about it. It's kind of cool if you're using a card to, I'm just wiping it off. It's kind of cool if you're using a card to know that it is a card. Otherwise, you might as well just use a piece of cardstock. Why waste a card? Is kind of what I'm thinking. So, because these are now a little bit damp, let's make sure they're dry. You know, you take the seal off, and then you go put water on it. And of course, the paper's going to soak that water up. So we've got that. We'll get there. We will. Okay, here comes the fun part. So, let's get some, you know what? You know what, guys? Let's not do this. Let's use a glue stick. Yeah, let's use a glue stick, and then we'll do this after. Yep. Yep. You can use this if you want. I am going to get the glue stick out. So it doesn't matter. You can use Mod Podge, Collage Page. I am going to use a glue stick. I don't think we have to worry so much about drying time if we use a glue stick. So get our tissue, get it on here, just like that. I'm not worried about what I'm seeing with my tissue, because it's not really about the tissue. but you could use napkin for this. If you don't have tissue paper, get out a napkin. That will work too. This would be really pretty if you had a napkin that had a lot going on and you didn't care what the design was. It wouldn't matter. Like some heavily floral napkin would be really cool. And then you don't have to worry about if you have a bird or you're cutting the head off, you know, that sort of thing. You know, it's kind of nice if you're using a bird or an animal to keep the integrity of that animal so you know what it was. Yeah, you don't have to, but it's kind of nice to do that. Okay, where are you, card? All right, this is getting nasty. Let's put this aside for a minute. Get that out of there. And you can tear this if you want. And I'll show you what the next step is going to be. We don't need that. So we're going to take this and we're going to wrap it. So I'm just going to go in here where I've got my card. I'll flip it so that you can see more easily what I'm doing. I'm just cutting this so that I can fold it over. Just like that. We know this is going to be too much. You want enough to fold, but you don't want to have to sit there and cut it all off around the edge where you might cut into your card. So we're just going to cut this like that. And then cut a little bit of this off. And then what we're going to do is take our glue stick and we're just going to wrap this so we have a nice neat edge. So it looks like that. See that? Easy, easy. This would be really, really cute with regular size cards. So we're just going to do that around all 4 edges. Now, if you don't want to wrap it, you can cut it. You don't have to wrap it. I think it's easy. For me, it's easier to wrap it instead of trying to cut it and not cut the card because I don't cut even. I kind of am challenged when it comes to that. So this works best for me. And then that's what we have. So I'm going to do the other one. I'm going to take some of this off. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut our circle. Let's see, how is this going to work? Is this even going to work? No, I don't think we're going to be able to wrap this. So I think what I'm going to do, yep, I'm going to tear this just like that. I'm not having an issue. You could take an emery board or your sanding tool and you could just sand this off. Oh, that worked really well, actually. I'm surprised. Look at that, guys. It absolutely worked. And you can tell that these are cards, so we need to wrap this. And I can already see on this edge, we're going to have too much tissue. And because it's so thin, I'm not worried about these corners doubling over and being too thick. It's just tissue paper. So if that worries you or you don't like that, you can trim your corners off before you fold it, much like you do when you create a journal cover. you would do the same thing. So there we go. And then I'm going to see if I can tear this, and I can. So that's good. All right. So we have got the foundation right here for 2 cards. We don't need the glue stick. And I really don't think we're going to need the Mod Podge or the Collage Podge, because I'm not going to Collage Podge over these. So that being said, let me put this away. And yeah, we don't need the sander. Okay, so I'm gonna just take just a couple seconds and just kind of dry these. And then I think we're gonna distress them. All right, so we need, let's see, vintage photo. Let me see, I have been using espresso, the ground espresso, but let me check out my vintage photo and see if I think I need a new one. I don't know that there is a lot of color here. I think what you're seeing is mainly the ground espresso. So we're going to ink this, and we're going to ink the inside. And then we're going to find photos. I think I will use the last of the, I kind of call them cartoonish. They look kind of cartoonish to me. Those guys there, kind of drawn. We'll see. Because then I will have used all of that, which is cool. Makes me happy. And I see I'm shredding. Yep, shredding again. Okay, we'll do this one. Well, I am getting some vintage photo out of here, so that's good. And then we'll go around. How's everybody doing? I heard from Carolyn Shanks. She's doing well. She's doing a little bit of struggling, but she's doing well. People are having health issues, which is sad to me. Okay, so let's find somebody. Do we want to use her? And this is what I usually do. You don't have to. You could frame these, but I love to have their heads poking through like that. And we should do her, use her so that she's, let's see what she looks like with this circle. The circle's cool, I have to admit. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Maybe we will use her in the circle. Yeah, so I think I would want her about, do I want her up above, or let's see. I think I'm going to have her, just because it'll be easier, I think I'm going to put her like this. So with that being said, get out our glue and let's glue her down. I hope y'all like these. They're just, I think they're fun tags. And then on the back, you can see she's not straight, but she doesn't need to be. Now, if you wanted to, you could put cellophane or acetate or anything like that in the circle, but I don't think it needs it. I really don't, and so I didn't, and I haven't. Not real sure how you would have to do it before you glued the head down. So if you wanted acetate on here, when you put her in, then you would put the acetate. It would have to be behind her. So there really isn't any point in wasting acetate and wasting your time, because it's not, I don't think it would look right anyway. But for those of you that maybe are thinking, Charlotte, it'd be so cool with acetate. Well, if you stop and think about how you're going to do that, I don't think it would be that easy. So she's in. Yeah, she looks good. And maybe just a little bit of, I didn't go around her. Sometimes on these, I don't think that the color looks that good, the Distress ink. And so you could get into your crayons or your embossing powders if you wanted a little color, but I did pull out a black and white that I think is cool with her. So I'm thinking I might want her to be all black and white. But if you had black thread in your machine and wanted to go around and stitch, oh, well, that would be really, really cute. So I'm going to say she, for right now, she is good. So let's pick out somebody for this frame. And I have got these guys. I love her. So I think I might put this way. She's really pretty, but her head isn't, well, a tiny, tiny little bit. It will go. I do like her. I think she's really pretty. Let's check him out. He's cool with that hat. Look at that. Ooh, I think I like that. Ooh, 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 I think I do. I think I would like her more with a pink, with a background that, no, she looks like she's in jail. She looks like that's a mugshot or something. His head doesn't come above enough. So let's check him out. It's gonna be, I think, between, ooh, he's good. Ooh, I think I like him. Let's see. Okay, which one, guys? He is really cute. Let's check this one out again. Ooh, either one of them. So you know, I'm gonna go with him just because he's in there now. Yeah, just like, let's see. I'm gonna get his whole hat, and do I want him to come over this way? Like that. Not if I'm gonna put dangles there. Do I want him to come this way? I think I do. I think I do. I want him just like this. So I'm going to apply the glue. Not gonna get a lot up here. Did I move him? Let me see. Yeah, he didn't look straight. So I think like that. So let's go. Okay, Charlotte, you can't. Okay, now he's too high. All right, wait a second. Let's go. Come on, girl, you can do it. Let's go. Just like that. So I think I'm gonna hold him. While I get under here. See if that will hold that, and then a little bit here. And we're gonna put cardstock behind these, so you don't have to worry about getting a whole lot of glue. And then let's, ooh, he's barely on there. Barely. That's okay, as long as he's on there, it doesn't matter. We just want to make sure that he's on the, I don't think he's going to go anywhere. So let's trim this off. I think he's on there and he's okay. All right, so now, and I didn't go around him either. So now I did pull this cardstock, and I thought for a background, maybe, do we like that better? No, I think we're gonna use this side here like that. I think so. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna glue them down, and then we're gonna decorate them. Be thinking about what we want to decorate them with. Do we want, I think I want to do the 3 on this one. So get that on there. I think I want to do the 3 on the guy for sure. I think so. So it's a good way to use up ephemera and dangles if you're a big fan of dangles and you've got a lot of them that you've made. This is a good project. You know, when you're doing a journal and you open up a page and there's motion, I love that. Not everybody does, not everybody has to, but I like the motion when things move and things are kind of 3D, because I think it just gives you way more to look at. Hey Maggie. Hey Maggie. All right, let's put this in just because I don't want to fight with the clog. Okay, now of course we're going to cut these out. And I'm going to take a chance, guys. I'm going to use the cutter. And hope I don't destroy these. So we'll see. I'm going to get as close as I can without trying to cut the card. And if I'm a little bit off, that's okay. See, I think there I probably was too close. How do we look? We're off a little bit, but you know what? I don't think it's gonna matter. I really don't. I can't imagine anybody's truly gonna notice. Charlotte, you're a hair off. Well, okay. But I think we're still gonna be all right. So how is everybody? I don't know where I am today. As I'm making this movie, I don't know. When you're seeing it, I don't know where I am. Am I in the mountains? Am I still at home? I have no idea. That in and of itself is kind of exciting. I think, do I want to round the corners? I did not round the corners on these, but I'm wondering, maybe on her, do we want to round the corners? Do we want, oh, I don't know. This does not want to go in there, and that kind of makes me nervous. Am I going to mess it up by rounding the corners? Let's see. Well, I already did one, so you know what I'm going to do. I'm not going to use that tool. I am going to use my corner rounder. This one. Let's see, and I'm going to do the 1/2 inch. I'm just going to go for it, but this one I know is going to work. So I'm going to do all 4 corners. You know, it's a lady, so having the corners done, it's not that big a deal. And then of course we have to come in, and we have now introduced cardstock, so it's going to have white edges. So we just need to kind of finish it, right? And the same with him, let's finish it. I'm not putting any more ink on my dauber, so it's not going to be that big a deal. And I think with her, let's see here. What do we want to do? I know we want the trims with him, but with her, I had pulled some flowers, and I kind of like the all black and white aspect of this, but I did pull in case we wanted some color on here, and I kind of like that. I don't want to have to cut the flowers, and it's pretty bright though, but I've got another one. Of course, it's stuck to me because it's like 115 degrees here. That's too pale, I think. So we are between. That is pretty, isn't it? We are really kind of between this and between this. And I think when I pulled these flowers out, I was looking at her because I just thought, for some reason, look at how pretty that is. Yeah. She is, I think because they're kind of like hand-drawn. I don't like the black and white so much, but I'm thinking maybe we'll do this. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. So let's just make a decision, but let's go around and give this a little bit of color. Just kind of get those white edges off. I just think it just kind of needs a little something. And then I think that's what we're gonna do. Hopefully y'all were saying, flowers, Charlotte, flowers with color. So let's just get it down. So be sure to give me a thumbs up, guys. You can share this with anybody if you want. And let me know in the comments what you think. It's always nice to get a heads up and know what people are thinking. Do you like this? Yeah, that's cute. Boy, I tell you, everything is ending up on the floor today. Yeah, that's cute, especially if we bring yellow into this in the form of some kind of a tab. I don't think, ooh, I think that's it. Now if I can find the mate to that, we'll be good. If I can find the mate to that tab, I don't think this is it. Nope, nope. But that will work too. So what mate are we gonna find first? Which one? That's usually what I do with my scraps. I will just take and create some tabs. But of course, as you can see, ooh, here's one. I don't keep them together. Okay, we're going with the brighter. That is out. I said we would use the first one I found. That was it. So now what side? This side or this side? I think. Oh man. This side, I think, guys. I'm hoping you're agreeing with me. I'm gonna do this side. The other side with that white, I think, was just too much. So yeah, we're going this way. Okay. So we need glue. Too busy, I think. Too much pattern. And we're going to put it here. Let's see if we can get it on straight. Lots of times by looking at the back, you can tell if we're on straight or if we're a little bit crooked. Okay. I apologize if I'm off camera. I don't mean to be, but I have to be able to see. So look at that. That's so cute. I am happy that I have used all of these portraits, because I tell you, I much prefer these portraits to these, but these are cute. I had fun with them. So then we will put a dangle on here. So let's just go ahead and punch a hole, put an eyelet in there, and we can come back and figure what we're putting on there. And it would be good if I could get the brass eyelet, but oh, I did. Got the brass eyelet. All right, I know I'm off camera, but I have to be able to see what I'm doing. So there we go. That is on. Now this guy's gonna need 3. And I think I'm gonna do the same thing with him that I did with the other one. So what I ended up having to do, let me get my little, this is where I found these and where I had these. These are all I have left. And I couldn't even tell you where I got these, but they were alphabet paper clips. This one has an L, I guess. This one has just a little, this one has an H. This one has a, I don't really know what that is. It's just like a little, like a period or something. So I'm going to use, I think, the H, but I just thought these were so cute. When I bought them, I thought that they were really cute. That's a K because you have a little dangle. And I had used them, but then I didn't. Let's use that J. Okay. J for journal. And then we're going to need Maggie. What is the problem, Maggie? Huh? What's the problem? You know, you've got a big problem today. I had used one of the little letters, the chipboard letters, the bottom of the other one. So let's see what we can find that might look good. Do we want to introduce a little bit of green? I have so many of these. I really should put them on every single thing I do. Not really a fan of that. How about staying within color? Here's an M. That doesn't really show up. So, got a little bit of red. Do we want some red? Or these are little, I think, playing cards. Little flashcard things. I don't know what game they would have gone to. But a G hanging off of there would be pretty. I kind of like that. A G, that shows up. And then we need something large enough that I can poke a hole in that's going to look good. Do we want something that matches? I know, guys, but this is kind of the process. I don't like that. Let's see if I can find another one kind of similar to the G. But big enough that I can put a hole in it and you're not going to be like, what is that? Maybe that F? Though I really did kind of like that. They're different sizes. You have pretty small ones like this here. Maybe the C. Let's use the C because that looks like I can easily put a hole in that. Yep, I mean, this is just what we have to do. So then we're going to go ahead and take a little bit of ink and go around these. And then we're going to ink that circle tab as best we can because it is way too bright. And if I had my alcohol inks out, we could do something with the metal. But you know what? This metal's okay. These are a source that I definitely, when I have used these up, will go buy more because when you hang these, they're just cool looking. Okay, so then we're going to need to, let's get this down. Let's do what we know is easy. Let's put him here, just so you've got something to look at here. And I think I have used all my little things of this collection, but I don't know if that's too big. I could put the 2 down there. I hate to just have that be by itself, but I don't know my grabby words right off my head. Here's my grabby words. I think these are too big. Pretty cool looking, but too big. So what do we want? Black or let's see. Black would show up for sure. I think so. We need black. I don't want white. White would be too bright. So live your potential. I like that. Have meaningful goals. That's cool. Live your potential, though. I think I like live your potential. So let's use live your potential. And we're going to put that right here. Just like that. That's cool. Is it straight? Yeah, that's pretty cool. All right, now we need a pencil. We need to mark where our holes are going to go. I had tried something before where I did not mark anything and my holes were so crooked. It was sad. Guys, it was just sad. So I have to have a ruler. I have to pay attention to what I'm doing and kind of figure out where do you want your holes so that they're not all over the place. So I just need some kind of a mark. So I know I want to do 3 holes. So I think we're going to put one at the 2 right there. We're going to put one at the 1. Is this the 1? We're going to put one at the 1. So here's a 1 and then an inch. There's another 1 and we're going to go down another inch. Doesn't really matter where you put your ruler as long as you go down an inch. So let's see. We are there. Where are we? We are there, there, and there. Okay, I think I can see that. I think. We are here. We are here. And we are here. And if they're a little bit off, they're a little bit off. We're not going to worry about it. We still have to stamp that. So let's see if I can see this. If I do, I can't. I have to bring it up here. Guys, I'm sorry, but I can't see where the mark is. So there's my first mark. There's my punch. The light is so bright that I can't see it. And then my last one right there. So there we have that. Okay, so we need, I think I like the gray. So where's the tweezer? Could use the silver, but I think the gray might look better on him. So there's 1, 2, and 3, and we're done with that. So let me punch a hole in the little, in this little thing, this little chipboard piece. Oh, it's just so bright I can't possibly see it. So we've got that. Okay. And once again, I'm probably going to have to go off camera to go ahead and put these in so I can see them. The light is bright and it is hot. And let me see if I can turn it down just a little bit. Get these in, let's see. Maybe that's down. Kind of takes the glare off. So y'all are going to have to let me know what you think about this. I think they're adorable. I love them. I think I would make them over and over and over again. So I'm just punching them. What's the second one? There's the third one. So they're all punched in. So we are done with this tool. And I'm going to take a sip of my water, which I don't have any more of. Well, that's the end of that. Then I know we need a silver jump ring, or I used silver on that, and I was thinking the other day, why didn't you use the brown? But this is silver and that is silver, so I thought it should be silver. So I need 2 large jump rings. So let's find those. I should have had these already out. Sorry guys, I should have, so you didn't have to go through this. So there's one, and brilliant me, you know, I just threw them all in a container together. All different sizes. Yeah, because I wasn't thinking. So that is that. That's just how that turned out to be. And then I need my pliers here. So, okay. Now we are ready to, let's stamp that. And I am going to just take my Sampool stamp set because it is what I have sitting close to me. Let's put, I may have waited too long. I hope not. There we go. Don't need that. And we want some kind of a number or something fairly small. So let's go with maybe 1882 and 1898. So here's 1898 and 1882. Where are you? I think you are right here. Let's go with those 2. Then we need a block. Yep. One day I will have it all together. keep your fingers crossed that I do this correctly. Can't tell by looking at this. I think we're upside down. I'll know in a second. Oh, well, I pulled out number 4, but that's okay. Number 4 works. Hopefully this will go on there. Yep, that worked. So there's number 4. And I'll put the stamps away when we're done so you don't have to, I'm not going to torture you anymore. Not any more than I already have. 1898. Okay, let's see if I can fit this on there. It is going to be whatever it's going to be, guys. Just that simple. Up, and it worked. Yay. Okay, perfect. I like that. All right, put this away. Shut the door. Okay. One thing I haven't told you is I'm going to be showing my craft room the end of this month. Yeah, Michelle Birdsong, Shelby Creations talked me into it. So, oh my goodness, I feel sorry for all of you that are going to look at it. I really do. I feel sorry. I am sorry. No matter how much I clean, it just is a mess the following day. There's just nothing I can do about it. I have always said to you, I work in chaos. I have always worked in chaos. It is just how it is. And, yeah, you're going to get to see it. Okay, so we're going to close this up. And I like to see if I can get a fingernail through there, because if I can't, then I know it's not going to fall out. So we have dangle 1. Then we have, where'd we put our chipboard piece? Oh, there we go. I'm like, guys, I know you can see it because I can't. Let's close the VersaFine up before I find out I don't have any VersaFine. As a matter of fact, let's just put it away and shut the drawer. And we'll put our little chipboard piece on. Now, I will say when I did that one, I ended up with the chipboard piece being backwards. And I had to take it off. I'm thinking this will work if I do it like this. I'm not a jewelry maker, and you know, when I do my glue bottle dangles, you know, I'm not on camera, so nobody's watching me. And I can take my time. Let's see, is that closed? I don't think so. Oh, please don't be on backwards. Please don't be, and it is. See what, oh, no it isn't. Yes it is. No it isn't. Wait, is it? Well, if it's gonna, is it? No, no it isn't. Okay. And then with this guy, what you have to do is just kind of open up this piece and just start it. These are no fun. You just open this up and start it right in like that, and then just go around until it's in there. Just, are we in? We're in. Yep, and we're backwards. See what I mean? Yep, that's what I did the last time. So we need to take this off, find the opening, and we need to fix it. That's exactly what I did the last time. So where is my opening? I'm sorry guys, this is just how it goes. I think, is that the opening? What I ought to do is just do it. I'll just fix it off camera. So there is this sweetness. I mean, it is cute, don't you think? It is really cute. But when this dangles, see, it wants to go backwards. So I've got to put it on differently. But it is cute, isn't it? I love the 3 little dangles. And then she needs a little something, something. What's she gonna get? Well, did I bring a charm over here? Heck no, I didn't. But let's see what I have in my little pile of, let's see. I think this might be funky looking. You know, I mean, where are you getting a starfish? Ooh, 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 but we have this, look at that. That would be cool. Or she could have a teacup. That is left over from my Alice in Wonderland glue dangles. So here is that a large one? Need a large one. I think I'm gonna go with that because, oh, I've got this one. All right, which one do we want to use? I think I'll use the blue. Yeah, we're gonna use that. Oh my goodness. Y'all didn't know when you turned this video on that you were gonna be subject to all of this, did you? But it's fun. All right, where's the opening? There we go. So we're gonna connect the dangle. So we're gonna separate this just like that. We're gonna put this little dangle on there, and then we're gonna connect it to our card, hopefully. Then we're gonna close this up just like that. Hey, it worked. We're good. All right. So there's our little dangle for her. Oh, they're so cute. All right, let's have a look at this is what we created today. Such fun. Really, really, really fun tags. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please let me know in the comments. And I hope that you, if you've got any of the portraits, that you give this a try. If you don't have the large cards, don't run out and get large cards. You can use the smaller ones. You'll just have a smaller window, especially if you have the smaller portraits. It's perfect. But if you've got these large ones, by all means, you know, Dollar Tree, get yourself a set of cards or use your cardstock, file folders, whatever. If you don't have tissue paper, but you have napkins, go for it. Have some fun, create some really fun things. Be sure to put your dangles on the sides. And I'll see you in the next one, guys. Big hugs. Bye.